Coding is a complex skill that builds up your knowledge day after day and year after year. Coding can be fun and rewarding, mentally, spiritually, and financially. Despite all these benefits of coding, it can be as tough as you can ever imagine if you are unaware of the pitfalls. In this video, we are going to learn about 5 reasons why many fail in their quest to becoming software developers. Knowing this will save you from wasting a ton of time learning a bunch of useless things, and will also fast track your journey to becoming a better developer. Tip 1. Trying to know everything. Many newbie programmers always focus on learning a bunch of random programming languages, which does different things altogether. They always think that learning many of these languages will make them software developers, but this is far from the reality. What you have to know is that code is just a tool we use to solve problems, and if you cannot use that tool very well to solve problems, it is useless. Note, what you have to know is that nobody cares about how many languages you know if you can't use it to do something productive. Tip number 2. Not knowing exactly what you want. Many wannabe programmers mostly get confused of which career to choose in tech. They easily get attached to many things, especially when they see or watch an update concerning a particular field of expertise in tech. They always want to be called all sorts of titles: web developers, mobile app developer, data scientist, and many more of these names, which is nearly impossible. In order to solve this problem, you need to pick a career, let's say web development or mobile app development, and be committed to honing your craft in your chosen field. Tip number 3. Focusing too much on language syntax. Many upcoming programmers tend to focus so much on the language syntax rather than learning the concepts. Concepts such as problem solving and debugging are very useful skills every programmer must have, and this is mostly neglected by newbie programmers. Stop memorizing code and learn the consequence of code. Let's say you are learning variables assignment in Python programming language. What you have to learn about variables is you have to know that variables assignment is in 3 parts: the variable name, the assignment statement, and the value to the variable, so that anytime you are doing variable assignment in your code, it will be very difficult to forget how variables assignment is done. This is what we mean by learning the concepts. Doing this is the most effective way of trying to learn a language rather than trying to memorize code. Tip number 4. Not having a working program. A working program is something programmers at all levels must have, even if you have just begun your journey to becoming one. Let's say you are learning web development and you have just finished learning HTML and CSS fundamentals. Imagine a project you want to build, let's say a shopping platform. Then start building it with the knowledge you have acquired. I am very aware you can't build an entire e-commerce store with just HTML and CSS at this point. But what I mean is, just pick a feature in one of the most popular e-commerce stores we have in the world, let's say Amazon, and build a clone of that feature. Maybe a shopping cart, or a user profile, or just a clone of the homepage of Amazon with bunch of pictures from your local machine. It doesn't have to be functional or styled totally nice. You will actually face issues, and that is where the real learning starts. As you keep learning, you keep applying what you have learned to making your working code better. The working program has different names, but many do call it a side project. Programmers who don't have a working code or a side project has the highest chance of failing to become better developers. So, if you don't have one, start now. Tip number 5. Being afraid of change. Change is something that is always constant in the field of tech, especially in the aspect of software development. The languages, the tools and frameworks we use to develop software changes at least every 6 months. Making software development a never-ending learning career. Your knowledge can easily become outdated as a programmer, and this experience can get you to be frustrated and confused if you are someone new to programming. So don't get overwhelmed by the constant influx of updates that comes from various tools and frameworks you use. Keep learning them gradually, but you have to know what must be learned immediately and what should be learned later. There is what I think are the reasons why many people fail to become software developers. If you like this video, please subscribe. Also share with us your thoughts on this topic in the comment section below. Hope to see you in the next video.